Hey everyone, how you doing? Today I'll be doing an Ascension Messages video, which would be valid for any time you're watching this because we're always ascending. But even more importantly, the energy is really building and it's really compiling against the things that you have been feeling restricted in and the areas where you've been struggling. It's really building up and forcing you to express it, and it's releasing it. So there's a creation within you that needs to be birthed right now, and the energies currently are supporting you, and signs of this ascension symptoms will be feeling frustrated, feeling like you have no control over your life, feeling like you don't have your power, feel like, am I doing the right things? Should I even bother continuing on this journey? So I'm hearing if you're really struggling with that, get a piece of rose quartz and keep that near you. Also, I've been using the subliminal beats in my sleep, and that's been helping alleviate some of this dense and I guess dark energy, because it's the shadow side that we haven't been wanting to deal with. And we're really pulling away from the old constructs, and we're really being forced to birth a whole new life for ourselves. And this is what we're fighting within ourselves, this energy of trying to separate from the old world while creating the new world. And it's just like I see the ego's being stretched into this new timeline that we're creating right now, like a choose your own adventure. So we're really creating a new reality that we're actually really going to enjoy, but at the moment we're birthing it and it feels really, really uncomfortable and extended and confusing, and it might be struggling to ground yourself. So my advice would be to do some stretches or do some yoga that's free. But before you, free on YouTube and stuff, but before you do, set the intention to release any stuck or stagnating energy from within you before you do the stretches. Because I think, say, a lot of us that are feeling aches and pains and, have been in pain for a very long time, that pain and the density of that energy builds within our body, and you find probably over time your pains have gotten worse, or if you've got a disease or whatever, it's building because we're energetically, in a way, too scared to let go, because subconsciously we don't know who we would be without that pain, and we attach an identity to pain, and it's really an indication of unreleased and unrealized emotions. So if you set the intention before you do stretches or yoga that you're willing to release any subconscious pains, any subconscious patterning, any subconscious belief systems that are locking in the pain within your body, and then see yourself grounding your energy like roots from a tree. See the roots coming out from within you, and then channel in the white light from the universe and see it coming through your crown chakra, through into the earth star chakra within, just below the earth's surface. And then call in rainbow light. See rainbow light filtering through this white light and filling up your body energetically before and after you commence stretches or yoga every day, and you'll start to feel a shift. So let's see what are the messages. I try to get 3 and then end up getting I don't know how many. So let's see how we go. We've got twin flame, bright heart light, which is what we need right now, sacred action, divine masculine, abundance. I'm going to put her at the top because that's what we want. Put those after. Shamanic journey. Yeah, definitely. Purpose, achievement, vision quest. So if you're really struggling with your journey right now, hop onto YouTube and do one of those shamanic journey drummings. The drum beat is quite hypnotic and repetitive, and ask to see what you need to see right now. Ask to see a past life perhaps is prohibiting you from expanding your energy right now. Pisces, well, Jupiter's going into the sign of Pisces very soon, and that's going to cause a lot of changes. So this Scorpio full moon is actually activating us even more to release what holds us back. And when you're in it, you're going to probably be feeling hopeless, frustrated, don't know what to do, fed up, angry, da 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 da. Notice those emotions that rise, because that's what you need to release and focus on. And sometimes it could just be the whole tweaking of how you perceive an emotion. Perhaps you weren't allowed to get angry when you were a little kid. You know, so say you're inner child, I allow you to get, it's okay to get angry. You're allowed to get angry. I'm angry. Let's be angry together, you know? And visualize yourself screaming about a certain situation, because we're going to have a lot of stuff rising now. And things like abandonment. Where were you abandoned when you were younger? I'm just hearing and feeling that you're going to be okay. If you go through this process, you're finally going to detach from that, because it's your past, because a part of your inner child is still attached to wanting to be loved and seen and not abandoned by a parent or an ex-lover or whoever, right? They're still wanting that from that person, your parents or whatever. And I feel like you're finally going to get that detachment, because you'll be so busy working on your purpose and calling back those parts of you that are lost, so you can love and nurture them instead. Sacred purpose. And I feel like this is totally what it's all about right now. So like this journey quest, this vision quest, it's really going to get you there. It's really going to release a lot. So we've got stretching, we've got the shamanic journeying. It's really replacing any worrying thoughts with soulful action. And it's really going to recalibrate your frequency and raise you up quite a bit. Because you've come here as a light worker and a starseed. You've come here to do some cool shit. So it's time for you actually to start to do that. But just to get rid of those last anchors, and we'll get some, what do we need to focus on too. But we really need to get rid of those last anchors that are really anchoring our energy down in pain and despair and frustration, and I don't feel good enough and no one supports me, and whatever plays out in your heads constantly, that's what needs to be completed. It's like, you know, enough, no more. Let's get to the bottom of this and let's heal this and release it, because you got shit to do. You've come here for a reason. You've got stuff to do. And just trust when I know it's hard for creative people, sometimes with the technology side of things or whatever it is you may struggle with. And remember the little voice inside your head that will tell you, you don't know how to do this, and it will force you to give up. That's where you need to catch yourself and go, no, I can do this. I'm just going to ask the universe, you know, I'm just going to step back. I'm going to say, please show me the way, or please show me someone who can help me, or please show me a video or an article, or what words to search to help me with this problem. You can do it. I know it's frustrating because you just want to get in there and do the creation and you hate the background work. If you can afford someone else to do the background work for you, go for it. Ask for the right person to be revealed to you. But there's something about catching yourself in a I'm giving up pattern. You got to register when that happens. Go, oh, catch yourself out, write it down. I'm giving up on creating, I don't know, doing my own artwork or whatever. Or art and design or something like that. Or, you know, whatever it is that comes up for you. Whatever you notice when you're going to give up and they're asking you to change that pattern. Release that part of you that thinks you can't do it and give up. Stop getting frustrated by small things. Step back, get out of your mind, get into your intuition, and ask the answer. Because with this Sacred Action card, it's just really, it's like, it's time now. It's time now to actually come to do what you came here to do. start to get into it. And it doesn't mean it has to, like, and some of you it might just explode straight away because it's meant to be. Some of you might have to do the bit by bit. And if we didn't have the little, I have to do a little bit here and a little bit there, we would be so bored. So try to enjoy the journey. Every action is sacred. And that's something you can tell yourself when you struggle. When your mind starts to get you frustrated with, I just want it all done now. It's just accepting that's how you feel. I see you, and it's okay, you're frustrated. But I'm just going to step back and then I'm going to ask for help. Balance, not doing too much and burning yourself out. Healing earth, power to give and receive healing. And look, I was right next to the balance card. So that's pretty amazing. Earth magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles, totally. And that's what it's really, really about now. So we've got the divine masculine energy here, and this is about creativity as well. This is really expanding your focus. I mean, a lot of you that watch my channel, you already know what you want to focus on, what you want to do. But they want you to view it in a different way to what you've been doing, to seek another path to do what you've come here to do. It's very fine to want what you want, but I'm just hearing you're missing something. You're missing something. And that's okay. You know, you'll get it. It's just that the step by step. I'm really drawn to her white dress. Some of you might need to get a white dress. And see how she's the other half of herself. You're the person on your team that you need. Your higher self is, you know, on your team. Is your team you. So call on your higher self for help too. I just saw 1212. Can't remember the meaning of that. You can Google it if you feel the need. But you're your own team. You get your animal guides as well. See, there's that energy I was telling you about going into his crown chakra. That's what you need to call into you. It's just the white is such purity, angelic energy. And she's a goddess as well. It's really calling in and finding those parts of yourselves that you've been missing. You're your soulmate that you need right now. Even if you have a partner, say, and they don't support you, you're all you need right now, and your focus is for your sacred purpose. So really focus on you. If you're thinking, I need to find a relationship or I need to heal a relationship, not right now. That's not your priority right now. There's like more than relationships. I'm sorry to burst people's bubbles if I am, but that's not why we came here. It's a part of the experience, and usually it's a way to heal us, but that's not what we came here for. So let's see what we need to focus on. Also, lots of cards. Gonna be busy. Reflection. And that comes with a shamanic journey. It's like we really need to, it's just pull back, catch ourselves in the act of how we sabotage ourselves and tell us how we can't do things. Really reflect on that, and that's when you can take the sacred action. Masculine energy is physical action. Oh, and funny, we've got the focus card for the focus. So focus on, when we didn't discuss this one, being drawn to put it on here, bright heart light, open connections. So I really do feel like there's a lot of heart-based entrepreneurs that want to help other heart-based entrepreneurs. So perhaps you can find someone to exchange services, and there's like, you know, women's and entrepreneurial groups and stuff like that, and they put up posts like that, and perhaps you can exchange services if you can't afford to pay someone. You know, if you need some sort of help, there's always that whole barter system, hey? So much focus, focus, focus. sacred purpose, sacred action. It's really beautiful. And look, we've got the creativity card. So focus on reflection and creativity so far. We'll put that, no, I want to put that on the twin flames. You're really being aided by the universe right now. It's very important to focus on your healing and creativity in balance, what you're creating, because it's really good to kind of get a loose plan for your day. Wake up in the morning and you do your gratitude, or you do yoga, or you make yourself a breakfast smoothie. If you have to go to work, you go to work. Or if you work from home, you plan out your day. It's literally, you know, work for half an hour and then have a half an hour break. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. And we've got open here. Just remaining open to any messages that want to come through to you, or messages that are delivered from other people, because there's more messages that need to come to you in regards to your healing. Things are going to become clear. There's a lot of epiphanies going to be happening at the time of this full moon, or the next full moon. We have to focus on compassion and soothing. It's really like, you could have some chamomile tea too, but it's really taking the time to nurture yourself. Really not, it's really like almost like a 50-50 now with the, it's like before people were too action orientated, and then perhaps you've started to go the other way for a period of time and living in more of a feminine energy of flow, release, and inaction. So now I'm seeing it can go up to 50-50 now between purposeful action, soulful action, and resting and soothing yourself, and healing, and meditating, and yoga. Now we're going to take some action steps to build a website. And that takes forever sometimes, if you're learning or have a slow internet connection or computer like me. And then you self-soothe, and then you're like, no, I'm going to have a cup of milk tea. I'm just going to like sit out and get some sun. And that's the other thing I was receiving. If you ever feel crappy, go sit in the sun, because literally the light is cleansing. It cleanses your auric field, cleanses your energy. It's cleansing. You'll feel better straight away. And compassion. Have compassion for everything that you've done so far, and for yourself. And I think a lot of us in past beat ourselves up way too much. And the time of that is finishing. Like, no more. No, I listen to myself, and I know I need to rest. So I need to stop my anxious worrying, or I need to stop my victim mentality. Sometimes we're in a victim mentality, and it's hard. And I know it's hard not to get like that sometimes, because we do really get the shit end of the stick with certain situations for our learning purposes. But it's hard not to fall sometimes into that victim mentality. But notice that you are. And one of the biggest lessons we're having to learn right now is like accepting that crappy situation just happened, or that crappy feeling just happened. But I'm not a victim of that feeling or the actions from that person. And I don't want to hold on to them. It happened. It might have been 5 minutes ago. It happened in the past. How can I handle situation? If it's a out of the blue situation, you couldn't have handled it, right? If it's a recurring pattern or situation with people, just go, okay, could I have done anything differently here? Do I need more healing around that? It's just really getting real with yourself. For instance, if you use a lot of your energy helping people at work, and then it always turns around and bites you in the ass. Like the person thinks that your niceness is a weakness, and they start trying to be funny with you and just picking on you in front of other people or whatever. If that's something that continuously happens, you're just going to have to give up. In all honesty, you have to give up giving too much to people and letting them figure out themselves. Because it's really hard. We're like, oh, but I wish someone would have helped me. Everyone always just leaves me to it. It's like, yeah, in a way they were showing you that's what you need to do. And it sucks. And sometimes it feels like it's not a part of who you are, but this is a lesson you have to learn. Like, stop telling people what to do. Obviously, if they're learning the first week or whatever, you like, take some notes. Yeah, you can ask me, but I prefer you look at your notes first. You know, and just stuff like that. Like, I'm bad at that too, because I'm a, you know, teacher, so I overtrain people sometimes. And then you get kicked in the pants for it. We're at a crux time where we have to separate from people that are not aligned to our soul action. It's really lowering our energy. And even, you know, you probably don't want to do it, but engaging in meaningless chit chat. I mean, it's fine when you're getting a coffee. That's the stuff we're usually fine with. But when it's the whole, oh my, I just got so distracted that I could hear a dog barking outside. Yeah, but we can't handle those. If you're around someone for a long time per day, it's like you can't do it anymore. You can't engage with those people if they don't get your journey. It doesn't matter if they're nice or not. You're really being asked to like try to pull back as much as you can and focus on you. And if you work from home, lucky you. So really good stones to use at this time is the amethyst. So that would be great for intuition. And let's read this. And that part, yeah, we get it's a gemstone. I won't read that. Who needs it? Train wrecks who go off the rails and on wet and wild road to some other place, or any Pisces. Oh, busted. Where to put it? The interior decorator's little purple secret. Amethyst can lift the vibe of any living space. So if you're struggling with anyone in your home, like your family members or at work, it'd be great to have some amethyst around you. It's really going to help you. And it will help with like tuning into messages from your intuition as well. We've got the Hermica Diamond. I think this one's expensive. This one really wanted to come out because it popped up twice. And they're not obviously diamonds. They're more like extra hard clear quartz. So this has alluring energetic properties. So it says it's found in the Mohawk Valley. The clarity and the two-faceted ends. Okay, who needs it? Reiki masters, travelers on their spiritual path, highly sensitive people. Where to put it? In spaces you want to zone as sacred. When to use it? When you're reaching for clearer than ever thought processes through spirituality, therapy, or healing work. Brush all those unwanted vibes with a Hermica Diamond. Yeah, don't we all need some of those? And that's related to our abundance. What other crystals should we get? Amazonite. Who needs it? Teeth grinders. Anyone struggling with Mercury retrograde? We've got one coming up. Where to put it? Place Amazonite below the throat, because it's like a throat chakra color, the blue. Relax your jaw and ask for the courage to speak your truth. When to use it? When your inner child wants a real talk with you. Yes, son. Because she's going to struggle. You know, a lot of us practice talking to our inner child a lot. Ask yourself what little you really want from life. Does it sound like what current you would want if you could just let it yourself want it? Wow, they really didn't word this right. Okay. So I think they're trying to get at, asking your child self, what does it actually want instead of what your adult self thinks it should have. So when you figure out what you want, and I think after this shamanic journey, that's going to help. Discuss it with your inner child and say, is this something you actually want? And if you struggle with this, have some fun. I'm seeing the whole rebounding thing. Like bounce around, shift your energy, do something different. Go to those indoor skydiving places or whatever. Really need to lift, shift, shake off stagnating energy, and having fun is a really good way to connect with your inner child. So I really hope you enjoyed these messages. Let me know. Don't forget to check out the full moon is Scorpio reading, and I'm on TikTok now, so cute little 1-minute videos with jam-packed full of information, which you can save to your phone too. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Bye.